Hi, my name is Matthew Belisario. Welcome to another edition of the Belisario Sonic YouTube channel. A couple of updates. I made a trip down to Bananas Records in St. Petersburg, Florida, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And also, I want to give you an update on the new YouTube channel that I created called Real Jazz Now, which I put up about a week and a half ago, a video from True Story Brewing over here in Birmingham, Alabama, with Alabama Jazz Hall of Famer Jose Carr. That first video is up now, and it's got a couple hundred views just after a week of the channel being up. So I'm pretty excited about that. So please go check it out. Below is a link below to that YouTube channel. You can check out our first video. We'll have another one coming hopefully this week, and we're going to try to be putting them up once a week or so with different videos. Now, if you haven't been to St. Petersburg, Florida, and you do get a chance to go down there, I recommend a record store called Bananas Records. They have several locations, I think 3 locations. They have a retail store, a warehouse store with records in it, and then they've got like an equipment store with like used record players, turntables, stereos, speakers, and 45s and things like that. So the one I went to, and the one I prefer to go to, was the warehouse. And so what it is, it's a warehouse where they get new records in, and then they'll check them in, clean them up, put them on the shelf, or they'll check them in and they'll take certain ones and send over to the retail store. But it's a 2-story building with literally thousands and thousands of records. My primary focus was jazz records. So I bought a couple $100 worth of jazz records. They're fairly priced. Here's one of the ones I picked up, a Blue Note, Jimmy Smith, The Sermon. This is a reissue, promotional, audiophile pressing that they did back in the 80s. Their prices are very good. Usually they go off of about a mid price off of the Discogs. I think they're right in line with that type of pricing, depending on the shape of the record. But you know, all the ones that I picked out, you're able to go through, pull them out, and look at the condition of the record, because they're not graded, so you have to look at each one. And some of them aren't priced, and you have to take them up to the counter and get them priced. But it's pretty cool because it's what you get to see, go through all these records before they get out to the retail store. So I do recommend checking it out. I picked up again about $200 worth of records. I did a couple of trips there. I went down to Florida to see some friends, and wanted to stop by there and pick up some records. So this was one of the ones I picked up. I'm pretty happy about. I love Jimmy Smith, one of my favorite organ players. Picked up this Genius of Art Tatum. Big Art Tatum fan, one of the greatest jazz piano players. Legend has it that Les Paul, great guitar player, went and saw this guy play. He was thinking about playing piano, and when he saw Art play, he was like, yeah, switching to guitar. That's how great this guy is. So picked that up. Picked up a nice copy of Louis Armstrong and his Hot 7, one of the great legendary recordings. And really, these recordings of the Hot 5s and Hot 7s changed the face of jazz music forever. And so I was really happy to pick this up. I've been looking for them. They're always usually really expensive if they're in good shape, and this one is, the record was almost like brand new. A little bit of wear to the record, to the jacket, but you know, it was like $12, so pick that up. Picked up Jelly Roll Morton, again another legend in the jazz world, and was excited to pick this up in really nice shape. Picked up Kid Ory, plays W.C. Handy, awesome record. I'm a big W.C. Handy fan, of course, one of the great early New Orleans songwriters, and of course one of my favorite records is the Louis Armstrong plays W.C. Handy. So when I ran across this, I was pretty excited. Another cool thing about Bananas Records is they have 3 turntables set up with headphones on them, and you can go in there and sit down and listen to the records, which is nice because, you know, you can sit there, you can look at the record. I make a stack, take them up there, and then I just spot check them where it looks like there might be a couple of scratches or something like that, and see how they play. This was interesting. I'd never seen this before, but they were like $5, like brand new. The records were like brand new. And I love this swing music And so this was an English pressing, a mono pressing. It was like $5. And then right next to it was a stereo pressing on Decca, and it was like $5. And the records were both like brand new. And so I picked those up, and I just really wanted to compare them. And I love that swing type music there. So I picked up this Page Kavanaugh, Music for the Cocktail Hour, I think in 1959 pressing, or 58. And love that stuff. I think it's a pretty cool cover. Picked up Charlie Christian record, 6i Columbia with Benny Goodman. Picked up a copy of Count Basie, which I'm a big fan of Count Basie as well. Picked up Dizzy Gillespie on Verve. Love Dizzy Gillespie, one of the greatest trumpet players ever. And Jose Carr tells me that no one can touch Dizzy, so one of his favorites as well. So I picked these up. Another one here, Roulette Records. Picked up this I've been looking for a long time, a good copy of this Sarah Vaughan record. It sounds pretty good. It's got a little surface noise on it, but it is the 6i Columbia, and I was glad to find it. I think it was like $11 or something like that, so it was a pretty good price. The cover was a little beat up, but the record was in pretty good shape, so I went ahead and got one of those, because every time I find them, they're like, $40 online. And I got this Sarah Vaughan, Close to You as well, Mercury Records. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been having bad experiences buying vinyl records on eBay. These people don't know how to grade records. It's pretty disgusting. They're marking them down like near mint or excellent, and they pop, and it's awful. So I've kind of just starting to swear off buying any kind of records on eBay. And if I'm going to buy them online, I'm going to buy them from a reputable place that I can trust. So I don't know what your experiences have been lately, but it's getting worse. This Dave Brubeck was kind of cool. I've been looking at these online as well, but this one's almost like brand new, 6i. And the cover is kind of interesting. This is a live record, live selections from a couple of recording dates. But what's kind of cool is the record is a Columbia Records and a cosmetic company collaboration to do the cover for a lipstick. And the red is the lipstick red, I guess, that's on the cover. So it was kind of marketed, kind of a collaboration between Columbia and whatever cosmetic company it is. But it's a great sounding live jazz record that's pretty cool. And then I picked up this Anita O'Day, and her records are expensive for some reason. To find these in decent shape, I think I paid almost $20 for this one. It's in really nice shape, but hers are really expensive. If you go on Discogs and look at her records, they're almost always, all the ones in the 50s and the 60s are always very expensive. So that, and then I picked up this Dora Day record, or Doris Day record, which was, I think, her first solo release. I think it's a 1949 or 48 record. And this here are the earliest 33 RPMs. If you know the history behind it, Columbia Records is the first one to develop the long play record, 33 RPM, and they came out, the early ones were coming out in the late 40s on these 10-inch records. So I'm not exactly sure when they started coming out, but I think it was sometime in the 40s. And this is like a 48 or 49 release. So picked that up. It was like $5 downstairs at Bananas Records. And again, if you're ever in St. Petersburg, I do recommend checking out the Warehouse for sure. And the retail store is pretty good as well, but I like to go to the Warehouse and dig through there and get the stuff before it goes out. That's just, to me, it's just more fun. And a lot of times you can get a little bit better of a deal if you find something there at the Warehouse in really good shape. So anyways, That's my video for today, and we'll see you next time.